Alright, so we're going to install a Syntec battery floater charger on our ATV, and what we're going to need on this particular ATV is a screwdriver to take off the protective cover, and we're going to need some of these snips to snip any wire ties that we're going to need, and it helps if you also get some zip ties. We get these at Harbor Freight too, and what we can do is we can zip tie any excess cord to the frame of the four-wheel so it stays in place. So first what we need to do is going to take out this battery cover here. And on this one there are only two screws. There's one at the bottom and one at the top. It may be a different procedure for your ATV or a lawn tractor or a jet ski. This particular ATV is a 2013 Honda 450R, and it tends to sit quite a bit, as these things usually do. So take those two screws out and the cover will come off. Right, so in here is the positive and the negative. So what we're going to do is going to take our terminals and we're going to hook them up to those. And they're color coded, so you can see right here. Here is the black is positive, the red is I'm sorry. The red is positive and the black is negative. And I'm only working off of 1 cup of coffee. So let's put this in place. So this is held on with screws also. This is Phillips screws, so we can just continue to use our Phillips screwdriver. This also, on this battery, has a couple of screws on the top. So if I had some extra screws, I probably could just screw them to the top, but I'm going to put them in place right there. You know what, you're going to want to undo the negative first. Take that out. And don't lose your screws. And make sure, if you have a four-wheeler or something, you tend to go through a lot of mud, make sure the connections are clean. And then let's zip off the positive. And this is pretty easy to do. Take that out. Now we can take our feed and you're going to hook the negative up to here and the positive up to the other side, and let's get that done. Right, so what we're doing here is we're putting these connections in place, and then we're putting the ring terminals over them. The reason being is yours will probably be the same way. There's a little tab here, or a bracket, so you want everything to kind of remain in place and secure. So this fits nicely over the terminal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the other side on just like this. Connect the positive up first, and then connect the negative up. And I'm going to do that, and we'll continue on. Alright, so what I've done here is now we have this installed. We have both terminals on, and to make sure everything is out of the way, the plug end we zip tied to the frame so it's up and out of the way. And I just got to cut the end of the zip tie. You might need a couple of them to make sure everything's secure. And then I'm going to put the battery cover back on. Alright, so the battery cover is back on, and now I've got my charger, my Syntec charger, and I can plug the end of it into my connector that I have right here. I got a couple of zip ties on it, so it's in there nice and tight. Make sure you use a couple of zip ties so it's secure. If one fails, you have a backup zip tie on there. And right, I'll plug the connector in like that. And I'm kind of doing this with one hand, so it's connected, and then This actually comes with a lot of cord, which is really cool. Pretty happy about that. I gotta go plug this in over here. And there you go. Alright, so now we're on red, and it's blinking. So I took the four-wheeler out the other day. The battery must be pretty well charged. The solid green light means that it's going to monitor my battery. I was out riding like yesterday, so the battery's probably fine. But this is what it does. I hope you enjoyed the video and the review and everything. And please subscribe to our channel.